Have you ever wondered why the usually peaceful relations between India and Maldives have recently been strained? This question is not only pertinent, but has also sparked a ripple of curiosity and concern amongst observers of international relations across the globe. The tension between these two nations, which have historically maintained friendly ties, seems to have caught everyone off guard. So, what could have led to this unexpected turn of events? Let's dive deep into the chronicles of their relationship and uncover the reasons behind the recent tension. India and Maldives, two nations with a history of cordial relations, have recently found themselves at odds. To understand the depth of this issue, let's take a step back and trace the origins of their relationship. India and Maldives have shared a deep-seated bond since Maldives gained independence in 1965. The two nations have always been seen as the best of friends, standing by each other in times of need. India was one of the first countries to recognize Maldives' independence, and since then, the two have built a solid foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Over the years, the relationship between India and Maldives flourished, particularly in the areas of defense, trade, and cultural exchange. There have been numerous instances of bilateral cooperation, including India's assistance in quelling the coup attempt in Maldives in 1988. India, with its robust economic presence, has been one of the key players in Maldives' development. The Indian government has consistently provided financial aid, technical assistance, and human resources to help Maldives build its infrastructure, improve its healthcare, and stimulate its economy. Culturally, too, the ties run deep. The Maldivian lifestyle, their food, music, and language have all been significantly influenced by Indian culture. The people of Maldives have always held a special fondness for Bollywood, the Indian film industry, and Indian cuisine, which is evident in the popularity of Indian restaurants across the Maldivian islands. In the realm of diplomacy, India and Maldives have often stood shoulder to shoulder on international platforms. They have supported each other's standpoints on global issues, be it climate change, terrorism, or human rights. However, this long-standing friendship has recently been tested. The year 2024 marked a turning point in the Indo-Maldivian relationship. In the early months of this year, the political landscape of the Maldives underwent a seismic shift. A new government came into power, one that was less favorable to India and more inclined towards other global powers. This transition was the first domino to fall, setting off a chain of events that led to the current tension between the two nations. Next, economic factors came into play. India, being a major contributor to the Maldivian economy, found its investments and trade agreements under scrutiny. The Maldivian government began to reassess these agreements, citing concerns about economic sovereignty and the need for diversification. This move was seen by many as a direct challenge to India's influence in the Maldivian economy. Meanwhile, the Maldives began to forge stronger ties with other countries. The nation started exploring new partnerships and alliances, further straining its relationship with India. The Maldives' diplomatic pivot was not received well by India, leading to a cooling of relations between the two nations. This turn of events also had a ripple effect on the social and cultural ties between India and the Maldives. The vibrant exchange of people, ideas, and culture that had been a hallmark of the Indo-Maldivian relationship began to wane. The strain between the two governments started to filter down to the people, leading to a palpable tension. In the midst of all this, the Maldives made a significant move. They pulled out of a key regional security pact with India, citing the need for a more balanced foreign policy. This move was seen as a blow to India's strategic interests in the Indian Ocean region. These events have significantly strained the relations between India and Maldives. The tension that we see today is a culmination of these political, economic, and social shifts. As we move forward, it remains to be seen how these two nations navigate this challenging phase in their relationship. It's a tightrope walk, and the world is watching. Today, the tension between India and Maldives continues to affect their bilateral relations. The situation is a complex web of diplomatic, economic, and social ties, each thread intertwined with the next, making it a challenging scenario to untangle. At the heart of this scenario is diplomacy. India has always been a significant player in the South Asian region, and its relationship with Maldives is no exception. However, this tension has put a strain on their diplomatic ties, and the usual cordiality has been replaced with a sense of uncertainty. The two nations are now walking on a diplomatic tightrope, each step taken with caution as they seek to navigate this tense period. Economically, the tension is also taking its toll. India, with its robust economy, has been a significant trade partner and investor in the Maldives. But the current situation could potentially disrupt this economic relationship. For instance, projects that are underway could be delayed, and future investments might be put on hold. This could have serious implications for the Maldivian economy, which relies heavily on foreign investments. On a societal level, the tension could impact the people-to-people ties that have been nurtured over the years. The cultural exchange and mutual understanding that has been a hallmark of their relationship might be overshadowed by the prevailing tension. This could potentially affect tourism, a vital sector for the Maldivian economy, as Indian tourists form a significant part of the visitors to the archipelago. And then there are the potential consequences if the tension continues. The diplomatic stalemate could escalate, leading to a more significant political fallout. Economically, the disruption of trade and investments could slow down the growth of the Maldivian economy. Socially, the tension could create a divide among the people, affecting the harmony that has existed between them. In conclusion, the current tension between India and Maldives is a multifaceted issue, impacting various aspects of their relationship. It remains to be seen how these two nations will navigate through this tense period. So what have we learned from this exploration of the recent tension between India and Maldives? Firstly, we delved into the rich history of the Indo-Maldivian relationship, which has seen its fair share of ups and downs, but has always been rooted in mutual respect and cooperation. We saw how the two nations have collaborated on various fronts, economically and politically, fostering a bond that has stood the test of time. Next, we delved into the events that led to the recent tension. We discussed how certain decisions and actions sparked a wave of unrest and unease, disrupting the harmony that has long characterized the Indo-Maldivian relationship. These events served as a stark reminder that even the strongest of relationships can be tested. Then, we took a look at the current scenario. We explored how the tension has affected both nations and the steps they're taking to manage the situation. We saw how the international community has reacted and the role it could play in the resolution of this issue. And finally, we pondered over the potential consequences of this tension. We discussed how it could impact not only the bilateral relations but also regional stability and international diplomacy. While the future of the relationship remains uncertain, it is crucial for both nations to strive for peaceful resolution and mutual understanding.